Picture this. You walk into a bait shop on Saturday morning. The guy behind the counter steers you toward a $32 swim bait and a $20 chatterbait. Tournament guys are throwing these right now. You drop $50, drive to the lake, fish for 4 hours. You catch nothing. The guy 2 spots down the bank, stopped at a gas station on the way, is pulling bass out on a lure still in its $4 packaging. Laughs. No premium finish, no endorsement deal. $4. That is not luck. That is biology. And the tackle industry has spent decades making sure you never figure that out. Fish don't read price tags. They respond to vibration, falling action, and surface disruption. Biological triggers a $10 lure hits just as precisely as a $50 one. The difference between those two lures isn't performance, it's margin. I'm showing you exactly how to stop being a victim of the tackle industry and start thinking like an auditor. Smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss a single video where we uncover the secrets they don't want you to know. Stay until the end. I'll reveal the one budget lure so effective that bait shops have quietly pulled it from the shelves. Let's go fishing behind the curtain. Number 1, the lateral line. The biological truth bait shops will never put on a price tag. Everything in this video comes down to one piece of anatomy. The lateral line, a row of pressure-sensitive nerve endings running from a fish's gill to its tail, tuned to detect water displacement between 1 and 80 cycles per second. That's the entire biological window. A base uses it to locate prey it can't even see. Detecting the pressure wave of a fleeing shad, a dying bluegill, a disoriented baitfish. And here's what the bait shop doesn't frame on the wall. The lateral line cannot distinguish between a $40 Japanese-engineered swim bait and a $4 crankbait if both generate a vibration inside that window. Research on specific lure models shows dominant strike-triggering frequencies sitting around 5 cycles per second, well within what any correctly shaped budget crankbait can replicate. Translation: the bait shop is charging you $40 extra for a hydrodynamic signature that a fish's nerve endings literally cannot tell apart from the discount bin version. The lateral line doesn't care about your receipt. But vibration is only one trigger. Bait shops have built an entire mythology around the second one. Let's tear it down. Number 2, the color technology lie. UV reactive coatings, holographic finishes, patented color matching technology, words engineered to make you feel like you're buying precision gear built in a lab. Here's the thing, our fish color perception is dictated by water clarity and light penetration. In clear water, silver and gold, basic reflective finishes on any budget lure mimic the flash of a disoriented baitfish better than any hand-painted detail. In murky water, fish rely on contrast and vibration, not holographic layering. The key variable is always the angler choosing the right color category for the conditions. A $10 chrome crankbait in clear water outperforms a $50 hand-painted glide fished at the wrong depth every single time. Translation: the advanced color technology is a marketing layer over a biological system that responds to contrast and movement, not artisanal finishes. You're paying for a paint job. The fish is paying attention to the physics. Now let's get specific. Number 3, the Cotton Cordell Super Spot. $4. Embarrassing $30 baits since the 1970s. Bait shop stock strike king red eyes and Yozuri pins at $20 to $25. Tournament proven, they'll tell you. The Cotton Cordell Super Spot retails at $3.99. Identical depth range. Identical vibration profile. Because lipless. Crankbaits work through body shape, weight distribution, and hook position, not brand name. The Super Spot's geometry hasn't changed since the 70s because it already worked. I bet you didn't know the lure doing the heavy lifting in your tackle box might be the one you almost walked past at Walmart. Translation: you're buying 50 years of proven hydrodynamic engineering for $4. The bait shop is charging you 6 times more for a different logo on the same biological trigger. Store brand ibuprofen versus the name brand. Same active compound, completely different markup. And if you're finding this breakdown useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise. Number 4, the Zoom Super Fluke. 35 cents per bait, used to win tournaments that premium soft plastics couldn't crack. Premium soft jerkbaits run $8 to $15 per single bait at the counter. The margin is strong, which is exactly why the recommendation comes so enthusiastically. The Fluke's erratic, dying baitfish glide is created by its thin tail and buoyant plastic. Research confirmed base key on erratic injured prey movement as a primary strike trigger, a cue the Fluke has nailed for decades at 35 cents a bait. Translation: the industry is charging you $15 to replicate a biological trigger your 35-cent Fluke already nails. That's a 4,000% markup on physics, like paying a personal chef to boil water. Identical result, different invoice. Number 5, the Yum Dinger, 37 cents a bait. Does exactly what the Senko does at 4 times the price. The Senko is the most copied soft plastic in bass fishing history. Slow horizontal fall, subtle quiver on the sink, triggers base and pressured water with almost no input from the angler. Bait shops move them at $1.50 each, and anglers buy them in bulk without blinking. The Yum Dinger, 8 for $2 and Mainar Silver 8, 99 cents. Replicates the same fall rate, the same quiver, the same horizontal sink, because that falling action is a function of salt content, body profile, and hook weight placement. Documented Yum Dinger catches include base exceeding 10 pounds in the same pressured tournament waters where the Senko is considered irreplaceable. The tackle industry doesn't want you to know the 37-cent bait is doing the same biological job. Translation: a 75% price premium for a trigger the fish cannot distinguish. Generic pharmaceutical versus branded drug, identical active mechanism. The premium is entirely in the packaging. If this is already blowing your mind, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Number 6, the budget chatterbait, $3, against the Z-Man jackhammer at 17. The blade is doing all the work. Field tests comparing the jackhammer against $3 budget chatterbaits show performance. Parity for recreational anglers on moderate pressure water, because the action comes from one stamped metal blade. Blade frequency, body weight, and hook gauge determine effectiveness. Seedant and all three can be replicated for a fraction of the cost. The jackhammer's premium is tournament sponsorship, not superior biological triggering. Translation: you're paying $14 extra for a sticker that says tournament proven on a bait whose action is generated by a piece of stamped metal costing pennies to produce. The blade doesn't know it's supposed to be premium. Number 7, the budget rotating tail topwater, $5, against the whopper plopper at 20. I bet you didn't know the base isn't responding to the lure. It's responding to the pressure wave. Topwater strikes are triggered by surface pressure waves, a function of lure weight and tail rotation speed. A $5 budget plopper is matching the weight and body length of the $20 original creates a functionally identical biological signal. Field comparisons confirm it. Translation: you're paying $15 for a logo. Your base, a creature with a brain the size of a walnut, could not care less. Same pressure wave, same strike, different receipt. Number 8, the bait shop's dirty secret. This isn't a lure, it's the entire system. A lure costing $6 to manufacturer retails at $32 on the bait shop shelf. Margins on premium lures run 30 to 85%. Budget lures, the Super Spot, the Fluke, the Dinger, move through big box retailers where independent shops can't compete, so they don't stock them and they don't recommend them. An industry sales guide for bait shop owners explicitly instructs shops to stock unique, high-margin items unavailable at big box stores, and to avoid cheap, generic lures. The advice is about shelf revenue, not your catch rate. The tackle industry is a $5.46 billion business built on the gap between what fish actually respond to and what anglers believe they respond to. Translation: every time a bait shop employee steers you toward a $40 swim bait over the $4 Super Spot, the conversation has a price tag. It's attached to their margin, not your fish count. 4 auditor takeaways before you go. 1. Match the vibration window, not the brand. Any crankbait inside 1 to 80 cycles per second is in the game. 2. In soft plastics, match salt content, body profile, and hook weight placement. The Dinger and the Fluke check every box. 3. Choose color category by water clarity. Chrome and gold in clear water, high contrast in murky, never by finish complexity. 4. Before you spend $30 at the counter, ask one question. Is this biology talking, or is this margin talking? The fish has never seen a price tag. It's time you stop paying one. Let me know in the comments which secret on this list surprised you the most. And if you want to see more of the side of the industry they don't want you to see, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.